And we continue action here. RDU against SED, of course. Texas versus Georgia here. RDU in the gray and red, and SED in the black with the white helmets. And we'll have whistles on the play. Opening quarter, score 0-0. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Drives cross midfield. Strong run by SED in between the tackles. Handoff right hand side, has some room, and he trips by the turf monster. Had some room, looked like he was going to get the first. Comes up a little short. That's going to bring up 3rd and maybe 2. Handoff right hand side, cuts back to the opposite side, has some room, switches the ball in his hands. Strong run. Look at the yak yards as he has contact across the 30, all the way to maybe around the 23-yard line. Excellent run for SED. First and 10, 8 minutes and 10 seconds in the first quarter. Handoff right hand side once again, has some room, positive yards. Man, listen, flag comes in. I think they may have holding on the wide receiver there at the last minute. But outside of that holding, SED really establishing the run against this RDU's front 5. You got to say the line of scrimmage is really being established by this SED Wolverines offensive line. So they'll back them up 10 yards on that holding, but they've been on schedule since the start of this quarter. Quarterback's in shotgun. They get a play from the sideline. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 receiver to the top. He'll look towards the top. It's a wide open wide receiver, and he catches over the sideline. He's going to make it to the end zone. Touchdown, SED, as they come out in high fashion on their first initial drive, looking like they could do no wrong, establishing the run after the safety comes down in the box, caught the wide receiver with a one-on-one matchup with the DB, and it was no matchup. Touchdown, SED. 7 minutes and 17 seconds in the first quarter. They go up over RDU. Wow. Big play by SED and an impressive opening drive. We'll go for the point after attempt. Getting the play in from the sideline. Quarterback's in shotgun. Throws it to the corner of the end zone, and an easy 2-point conversion as SED comes out with authority on their opening drive and converts for the extra point. Your score is 8-0, 7 minutes and 17 seconds in first quarter action. SED getting ready to kick the ball off to RDU. Opening quarter, SED comes down and scores after 3 run plays and a passing play for a touchdown. RDU, they'll fill it at the 40, stays on his feet, gets close to midfield, probably around the 44-yard line is where RDU will set up their offense. One-on-one, and it's caught. 17 with a big catch as he towers over number 2. RDU like that matchup, their tallest wide receiver against one of the smaller defensive backs for SED, and it's a gain of 42. It's a big first down for RDU. They'll come out in the same formation, hurry up offense, not allowing really any substitutions for SED. 6 minutes and 40 seconds as they want to just kind of get their own sparks flying on this RDU offense, and there's some room to the right-hand side. Makes a player miss, but won't make the second miss. And that's going to be a 6-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 4 for RDU. Handoff right up the middle, in between the tackles. Not a lot of room there as the defensive line collapses the line of scrimmage. And that'll be maybe a loss of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 or close to 7 for this RDU's offense. 5 minutes and 45 seconds in the first quarter. RDU trailing SED 0-6. And looks like we have a hard count. And that's going to be offside defense. So RDU will get 5 yards. Marks them off the other way. Gets them very close to a first down. Should have them just maybe like a yard short. Going to be 3rd and 1. Ball's on the ground. He ran on the center like he was going to do a quarterback sneak. Never got the ball. And he'll lose a yard on there. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. And we'll have a timeout on the field, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout RDU. When we come back, more action here on Generation X, Youth Sports Network.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark.
It's gonna be like that all day!
I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light till I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but black.
C5, oh! Wayne time, oh! Yeah. Woo! Zone. Let me see your shoulders work. I mean, I don't know what y'all came here to do, but if you ain't got a lighter, what the you smoking for? We hot.
What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head.
4th and short. Quarterback behind his block has good block, still on his feet, and gets close to the end zone. Let's see if they call him in, and he'll be down at the 1-yard line. Excellent run as the quarterback calls his own number, was able to follow the block of 3 of his brothers all the way down to the 1-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal, RDU. He'll call the same play again and have the same results as an easy touchdown for RDU as they return the favor. Now they trail just by 2 points, 6-8 RDU. Point after attempt. Very important now here if they're going to keep. Will they continue to trail, or will they be able to tie the game up with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in this first quarter? And extra point will be no good. So your score is 8-6, SED over RDU. 3 minutes and 54 seconds in the first quarter. We got a lot of more football here, ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn ready and sit back and let's get it strapped in. Kick is up. It'll be fielded and dropped. Picked back up, and he'll lose his footing. And he'll be probably spotted close to around the 47-yard line. This is where SED will set their offense up. And last time they were out on the field, very efficient offense as they were able to cash in 3 big runs and a pass for a touchdown. So let's see how it turns out again on their second attempt on offense, second series on offense. Handoff right-hand side, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1, but a big tackle by number 11 from RDU. Handoff right-hand side. Has a little room there. Not much, but enough to get maybe a 4-yard gain. That's going to bring up third and 6. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Quarterback's in shotgun. He'll throw it to the flats. 17 makes one player miss. Cuts back to the middle. Another player miss. And he'll get across the first yardsticks. That's enough to move the chains for SED. Nifty running by 17 as he avoids the defender in the open field and had the wherewithal to know where that first down marker is at. 1st and 10 SED, 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Hand off to number 1 once again, runs off tackle right, has some room, has some block. Stiffs on the player, still on his feet, gets across the 20-yard line, gets close to around the 10. Nifty running by number 1 of SED. This offense is looking like they are on high octane. There's a flag on the field, and that's going to be a face mask. So they're going to add some additional yards onto this run here. As the SED players look small at the skill position, but I tell you what they lack in size, they definitely make up in speed. As number 1 is able to get out to the outside of this RDU defense easily. So we're going to have timeout. RDU wants to talk about it on Generation X Youth Sports Network. First and goal, SED handoff right up the middle. Stagger steps, makes the middle linebacker miss. And so that will be marked inside of the 5-yard line. That's going to be 2nd and goal SED. 1 minute and 27 seconds left in the first quarter. They're trying to add on to the 8-6 lead now over RDU. Getting in there, adjustable plays or audible. And he's not going to be set, ladies and gentlemen. You got to set for a second before you can just take off. So the running back took a jab set, but he'll need to set for a second before they can snap the ball. So they'll back him up 5 yards. Quarterback back to pass. He'll throw it toward the corner of the end zone. And it looks like it was going to be picked off. Great defense by RDU as he was able to get his head turned around. Just couldn't bring the ball in, but nearly intercepted by the RDU defensive player. So that's going to bring up Third and goal for SED with 22 seconds left in the quarter. So we'll get ready for second quarter action here, ladies and gentlemen, as that's an incomplete pass. SED trying to get into the end zone. Third and goal, SED. Quarterback's in shotgun. He'll look to the corner of the end zone. He'll throw the slant, and he's wide open. Easy touchdown as there was no safety help to the inside. One-on-one. Questionable call by where RDU would leave their safety or bring them into the box. I guess they were expecting a run play. But a big void to the back of the end zone, and that is great news for SED as they increase their lead 14-6 at the top of the second quarter. Two impressive drives by this SED offense. They're 2 for 2 right now, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a play in the side from the sideline for their extra point attempt. Quarterback back to pass, he'll throw a slant the opposite way, and this time it's well defended by the RDU defensive back. So the score is 14-6. 9 minutes and 55 seconds in the second quarter. SED coming out offensively on fire. Ball is fielded at the 50-yard line and knocked down by his own guy. Looking like they both wanted to get out there a little quicker than they would think they could. And so this is where RDU will set up their offense. They were able to go ahead and trade a blow with them last time. Will they be able to do it this time? Will RDU be able to drive half the field? The ball spotted at the 49-yard line with 9 minutes and 51 seconds in the second quarter. Handoff. Nope. Quarterback calls his own number. Gets a little block. Not much there. Multiple flags come into that play. And let's see what the call is. That might be a face mask from where I'm seeing it. And that will be an official call. So they'll mark off 15 yards for a face mask against SED. Player in motion. Quarterback calls his own number. Looked like it was some confusion, but he'll take something out of nothing. Still on his feet, and he'll have enough for a first down. So it looks like the quarterback and the running back had a collision, like they were confused. Hey, should I give it to the running back or not? But the quarterback had enough wherewithal to get around that corner and move the sticks for RDU. 9 minutes and 22 seconds. RDU trails 6-14, but they are on the move. Handoff left-hand side, cuts back in the middle. Makes one player miss, still on his feet. Some nifty running by number 3 as he was eluding 3 or 4 players, but team defense eventually caught up with him. That's going to probably be a gain of maybe 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7 for RDU. Quarterback in shotgun. He sends a player in motion. This time he'll call his own number right up the middle of that defense. And a very patient offense right now. As you see, they're just wanting to chip away at this SED's defense. Not really getting out of their own characteristics. Really staying on schedule. Getting 3 and 4 yards a pop. Right now that brings up 3rd and 3 for RDU. Calls the number once again, right up the middle. And that should be enough for a first down. And so that motion play is really making those linebackers really watch to see if he's going to do a jet sweep. And just that hesitation is enough to give the quarterback a step to get upfield. And that's 1st and 10. Quarterback snap, direct snap. He'll run right behind his guard and tackle and try to plow his way across the 10-yard line. Let's see where the official spot is. And they will spot it right at the 10. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for RDU. Hand off to the left-hand side. Nothing there as the defense are all over it. Are you trying to get their offense set up? They have to be careful not to get a delay of game here as they're getting their offense set up. Sends a player in motion. Quarterback fakes it, throws to the corner of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Beautifully executed by RDU offensive coordinator as it was an in and out type of route. And he was to the corner of the end zone by himself. Very well executed play for RDU. Your score is now 12-14. And all very important extra point attempt here. Quarterback will call his own number, and he'll walk into the end zone this time. And we have a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. It is tied score 14-14, 5 minutes and 57 seconds. And both of these offenses, both for SED and RDU, have answered the bell both times. And we got to see who defense can be able to make a stop. So both offenses are both 2 for 2. They both had 2 possessions, and they both had 2 touchdowns. So this game is going to come down to which defensive coordinator can just really find out what these offenses are doing. Oh, feels the ball, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. As he treated a little bit, ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line. Excellent kickoff for RDU. But this SED offense has been playing lights out. They've been on schedule. They've been protecting their quarterback, and they've been opening the holes for the running back. So, you got to see what's going to give here. So 5 minutes and 53 seconds in the second quarter. Score is 14-14. And neither offenses are showing any signs of slowing down. Handoff right up the middle. And this time, RDU was able to tie him up at the line of scrimmage. One of the rare occasions, because he's been really successful doing that counter play. And that's maybe a gain of half a yard. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. SED in a hurry up. They'll go right back to the line of scrimmage. They won't go into huddle. They'll put the pressure on you, just keeping your original players out there, not allowing too much substitution. And not too many adjustments that you can do is in your play calling, keeping you in your base or tight coverage. So they'll be in a cover 1 here. 3 wide receivers, quarterback throws it over the middle, and it's caught. It's going to be a foot race, ladies and gentlemen. That number 0 is going to win. Are you kidding me? Right now, let me make sure I catch his number, and that's going to be number 17. Are you kidding me? This SED Wolverines offense is on fire. We just talked about which defensive coordinator or which defense will find out how to stop one of these offenses. Well, clearly it's not RDU right now because SED is 3 possessions for 3 touchdowns. And man, oh man, they're making it look easy out here as day 1 against RDU, they're scoring at will. Wow. You look at that speed turn on there. That young man putting on for his city back in the Dallas area. Extra point attempt. Well, if you like offenses, you've tuned in to the right place at the right time. This won't be one of those grudge matches, 6-0, 2-0. If you like offenses, you are tuned in to the right place. To the corner of the end zone, 1-on-1, and it is caught. So this is really like an offensive clinic right now. How do you throw corner routes? How do you throw slants? How do you throw non-routes? Well, if you need a lesson learned, you can come watch the tape here between SED and RDU. You got to almost say whoever's going to have the ball last might walk away with this win. Score is 22-14, 4 minutes and 57 seconds in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 3 possessions for SED, 3 touchdowns. Now, it may sound like a broken record, but, you know, let's see how RDU is going to respond right now. They've shown no signs of slowing down. So keep it locked with us all week long here on Generation Next and AG Sports as we bring you some of the top national matchups in the country as 6U through 14U are all on a journey to become the #1 team in the nation. SED will kick it off, kicks it to midfield, and he'll be tackled right away. And they'll mark his forward progress to maybe around the 45-yard line. Quarterback's in shotgun, 5 wide receivers wide. He'll call his own number as he'll take right up the middle, still on his feet. Gets to the 1st-yard line marker, and he'll rip 10 yards on 1st and 10. That's going to be enough to move the chains for this RDU offense. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter of action. First and 10, RDU. Thrown out to the flats. Makes one player miss. Gets across midfield. Still on his feet, makes another play. He's out there juking and jiving. Gets across the 30-yard line. And both of these offenses have been going crazy this entire game. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Neither offenses show any signs of slowing down. Five wide receiver set for RDU. Four wide receiver, excuse me. Handoff right up the middle. Nothing there. And so SED trying to be the first team to stand up defensively through these first 5 offensive series. And we have a late flag come in.
When he stands like this.
Pass overthrown, incomplete, as the safety was over the top and the cornerback with good position, really sandwiching the would-be wide receiver. So incomplete on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. And that looks like it's going to be another first down for RDU. 2 minutes and 39 seconds as RDU is attempting to try to tie it up before the half. Quarterback calls his own number right behind the center. Flags are on the play. So let's see what the official call is. And we're going to get offsides against SED, so they'll mark off 5 yards. Let's see what the call is, if he's going to accept it. So they'll decline it. They gain more yards on the play versus if they just had the 5-yard marker. So they decline the offside. So it's going to be first and goal. First and goal for RDU. This has been an offensive display of fireworks between both of these teams. As we said, SED has had 3 possessions in this first half, and they scored on all 3 possessions. RDU has 2 possessions, and they scored on both of those. This is on their 3rd possession right now. And they are, I want to say about 8 yards away from crossing the end zone. So let's see if SED defense can make a stand right here with 1:38 seconds in the second quarter. Second and goal. Clock's running, 1:12 seconds left in this first half of play. Second and goal, RDU. Quarterback calls his own number again. Has some block, but he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Clock is now under a minute and ticking. So RDU is going to need to make something happen quick. They don't have a lot of time as this clock will not stop. 48 seconds and counting. Looks like they're going to run the same play. They did no adjustment in formation. So look for the quarterback to run behind his block once again. This time he'll put his foot in the ground, and he'll get close around the 1-yard line. Nope, he'll score. And so that's a touchdown for RDU as they were able to put their 2-minute offense together and score, leaving 34 seconds left in this half. So the score is 20-22. Point after attempt is very important if they want to tie this game up right now. Again, both teams, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. No defense has stood up and kept the other offense out on a particular series thus far. Very important point after attempt. Quarterback back to pass. Pressure's on. And he's going to be sacked. And so your score will be 22-20. And could that be the difference in this game, ladies and gentlemen? Will that 2-point conversion come back and hunt RDU? We'll find out. 34 seconds left in this half. Score 22-20. SED over RDU.
Out there flaking and perpetrating, scared to kick reality. Yo, man, there's a lot of brothers out there flaking and perpetrating, scared to kick reality.
Get the ghetto. Get the get. Get the get the ghetto. Load it up. get the get till the third wall, pass it till the third wall.
Kick is up. Ball is on the ground, picked up by an SED player, number 17. Is that Speedy? And his forward progress will get him to around the 50-yard line. So that's where SED will set up their offense with just 27 seconds left in this first half. Now listen, if you think SED is going to take a knee here, you got something else coming, because this team can show you that they can score from anywhere on this football team. So don't be surprised if you try to see some one-on-one matchups. RDU is going to need to be very careful about their defensive alignment here. I'm thinking they would go into a cover two with two safeties back over the top now, instead of allowing those one-on-one matchups with those fast wide receivers. You can see number 17 is lined up to the top of your screen, and I can guarantee you they're going to like whoever's in front of him on a one-on-one matchup. Hand out to the left-hand side. And he'll get close to around the first down markers. 19 seconds left. And that's going to be timeout SED. Hand off right up the middle. And that will have us with 13 seconds as they get ready to move the chains, and so the clock will stop. Once they get the chains set, start the clock again. Hand off right up the middle once again. And man, oh man, still on his feet. Some heavy and strong running there. That's going to bring us to 1 second. And that should do it for the first half. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your first half score, 22-20, SED over RDU.
When you gotta be rare, yeah. Battle tested, wine seal fishing. You ain't one if you ain't there, ayy. Pull up and grab your chair, how they capping, we can't bear. They can't win, it ain't fair, we like water down where, ayy. December, that's that gauntlet, boy, you know how it be. I'm trying to see who leaving out of wine, see what they keep. And if you come to compete, you better tie up your cleat. This where they stepping on the week, I'm like, yeah, I agree. Ayy, say you're number one and it's the time to see. Arguing with the referees will be the crime for me. If you ain't at the wine, see, you probably lying and cheap. We at the table with Clay and Jonah, boy, it's time to eat. Hey, that boy Afro life. I scream and keep rewinding me. Hey, say number one and be the line for me. If you ain't at the wine, see them boy, you blind to me. Hey, you, they ain't come to represent, make them babies quit. This way it don't be nowhere to park, it be super thick. Wine seat, Clan Jonah got the city lit. Yeah, where they coming downhill, you gon' hear the hits. This where they got teams from the country on some city shh. They were all the stars moving fast, going turbo. Yeah, you ain't better tested, you ain't talking about Chris Circle. Yeah, this is where they go to put them babies on their logo. They might hit you with a slogo, hey, you froze like a photo. Ayy, December, that's that gunlet, boy, you know how it be. I'm tryna see who leaving out of wine, see what they keep. And if you come to compete, you better tie up your cleat. This where they stepping on the weak, I'm like, yeah, I agree. Ayy, say you're number one and it's the time to see. Arguing with the referees will be the crime for me. If you ain't at the wine, see, you probably lying and cheap. We at the table with Clay and Jonah, boy, it's time to eat. Hey, yeah, wanna win, you gotta be rare, yeah. Battle tested, wine see official. You ain't one if you ain't there, hey. Pull up and grab your chair, how they capping, we can't bear. They can't win, it ain't fair, we like water down where, hey.
And welcome back to the second half of action. SED against RDU. RDU in the gray, SED in the navy blue. And big tackle by SED. And RDU will set up their offense. And so listen, if you're just joining this broadcast, it's been all offense, a combined score of 42 points between both teams. Defense really hasn't participated in this game thus far, and the only defensive play that really stood up has been SED preventing RDU scoring the extra point, keeping the lead by just a slim 2-point margin. Outside of that, it was 3 possessions for SED, 3 touchdowns. 3 possessions for RDU, 3 touchdowns. So defenses have not shown up yet. And let's see if any of these defensive coordinators have made any type of adjustments to get maybe a punter. We haven't seen a punter this entire game. RDU in shotgun. He'll hand off to the left-hand side, and he'll be tackled with authority in the backfield. Number 27 doing it for SED on both sides of the football. He's been doing some nifting running and playing a heck of a linebacker position as he was able to read and react and shut that play down in the backfield. So that's a loss of 3 yards on the play. RDU trying to go ahead and send in their adjustments from the sideline right now with 9 minutes and 18 seconds in the third quarter as they trail by 2 points behind this SED team. And looks like we're going to have a false start there. Player did not have a second to get set, so they'll back him up 5 yards. Quarterback back to pass, throws a slant across the middle. And he'll be tackled close to around the original line of scrimmage. Not much there, as it seems like SED is one of the first of the 2 units defensively to start really putting some pressure down. That's going to bring up 3rd and long on RDU offensively.
They not ready.
We run this shit. Y'all understand?
Yes, coach.
and overthrown. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Yeah. And tackled on the play. Ball is down. He's being pursued. Cuts up in the middle. Has a little lane. Won't have enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. And so now is where these defenses finally started showing up. We knew at one point these offenses were going to run out of gas where they couldn't score on every possession. That's kind of a hard feat to do, but man, talk about some excellent football that's been taking place out here all day. Day one, of course, is like I said, every team with the aspiration to be a national champion all starts today. And when the sun goes down, half of those teams will have to go back to their hotel rooms or their Airbnbs or wherever they're staying at. Could be some local teams as well. and kind of rethink their year and get ready for 2024. Now, listen, it doesn't end for those teams today. If they've taken a loss today, they still have a lot of reason to play. Our consolation games aren't just to go ahead for entertainment purposes only. No, they set the rankings for the year after, so in the season-ending rankings. So if you lose your game one, guess what? You still got to battle it out all the way to the end. So every team has their guaranteed games that they'll play. Now, usually we tell you this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. To become a national champion, it's usually 3 games that you'll have to win of some of the most intense competition that you'll face in the nation. Of course, what you're watching right now, the best out of the Dallas area and the best, or one of the best, I should say, in Atlanta area, because you listen, it's hard to say that you can be the best, especially when you live in the same city as Voodoo. And as you can see, RDU is capable of playing with any team in the country. And so you couldn't eliminate one of those 2 teams because they both have an excellent opportunity to become a national champion. So RDU coming out of the Georgia area, of course, SED Wolverines says it all, southeastern Dallas, as they are representing for Texas over here on the East Coast. And let me tell you, doing it well. The offense has really put out some speed. He's had some excellent things. 27 has been excellent offensively. And the way SED's offense is playing right now, they can play with anybody in the country. Here we go. 1st and 10. SED. Quarterbacks in shotgun. They'll blow the play live. 1 back set. Hand off to number 27. And he'll be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. No room there. As RDU did what we call a gap-contained blitz. And that's when they'll send the linebackers right next between the left and the right-hand side of the center and put a lot of pressure to just try to win the numbers game. A lot of pressure on the center to try to pick up one of those blocks. 2nd and 12. Same play again, same result again, as RDU is just really having a lot of penetration in the backfield, tackled by number 0. And that's going to be a loss of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. So now these defenses kind of filling these offenses out. And it's kind of a second, I want to say, a reverse of tails then, because the first half it was all offense. The second half has been all defense. We ended the first half at 22-20. Not a point has been scored then. It's been all defense for both teams now. So 3rd and long. SED getting their play from the sideline. 7 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. So we're coming down to this last couple of minutes to decide who will be moving on in this 9 and under action. Wide receiver screen, and because he threw it forward, that is going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 4th and long. Decision time for SED. Do they punt? Or do they go for it? They'll go for it here. Quarterback 1-on-1. He's streaking down the sideline, and it was almost intercepted. Excellent play by the safety of RDU, and he puts his sword away. He wants to do it again, letting you know he came over and made a play. As I said before, it was all offense the first half. Defense now celebrating and becoming the unit that's making a play. Now can RDU take that momentum, that energy that they just had off of defense, and translate it to some offensive yards? Let's see. 1st and 10 going the other way. 6 minutes and 36 seconds decides if these teams will be playing consolation or will they be heading for the championship semifinals. Quarterbacks in shotgun, pistol formation. Hand off to the running back. He'll try to get to the outside of this SED Wolverines defense, and nothing there, as now both defenses are putting on a defensive clinic. It's just so funny because the first half, these defenses were lost. You think about it, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for both offensive units. The second half, it's all negative yards. 4 yards, a negative 4-yard play right here now. You know, how do you make those adjustments? So kudos to both of those defensive coordinators that they made some great halftime adjustments. Yes, giving up a total of 42 points between both teams in the first half, but pitching shutouts on both sides of the football for Wolverines and for RDU the second half. So what offense will have enough to kind of last in this 5:30? And then listen, SED just wants to protect this 2-point lead. They could care less about anything else. And look at the defensive play of 44, pushing him like a grown man. Let's look at this play again, man. As he comes in, he says, listen, I don't even need to tackle you. I'm going to just handle you like a little boy. I'm a little boy you right now. You see big 44 come in, put 2 hands on the RDU player, and escorts him down to the turf. And as I was really jumping on these defenses' heads the first half, man, you got to give these boys some respect right here. Watch 44 come in, what this play. Streaks in. I'm not going to put hands on you. Sit down. Wow. 3rd and long for RDU. You got to start questioning, hey, RDU, if you don't get points here with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left, what happens? Ball is up in the air. Big catch to the double, breaks a tackle. Oh, he gets to the 10. Oh, he's tackled at the 12-yard line. When RDU needed their biggest play, they go to the wide receiver, put it over the top, and man, oh man, what a play by RDU, but a touchdown-saving tackle by the SED Wolverines defensive back. A lot went on in this play here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at it. As a quarterback, got the protection he needed. He scanned the field, had some time to pump it down. 1-on-1, the wide receiver attacked the ball at his highest place. Then the wide receiver did his thing, got his yak yards, breaks open to the field, and listen, man. So back to the live action. Number 3 on the carry. Flag on the play. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of stuff going on here. It's going to be a penalty against RDU, so they'll back them up. Clock is stopped with 3 minutes and 55 seconds on a penalty right now, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 22-20. RDU is trying to take the lead as they are in great field position. But after this penalty, let's just see what the mark-off is. This can change the complexity of this down and distance for them. Now I have a ref up here with me. Ref, did you catch that call? What is that call? Didn't catch it? All right, so that'll back them up all the way to around the 22-yard line. Excuse me, yeah, about the 23-yard line. They can get another first, but it has to be within side of the 7-yard line. Big play. Big play by SED. No gain on the play. As a matter of fact, he'll be sacked for a loss of 2 yards. So outside of that one big pass play for RDU, it's been all SED Wolverines defense. So are they going to kind of settle down and kind of try to protect this lead with the clock being at 3 minutes and 19 seconds and running? This is RDU's, you want to say, last chance to be able to try to take this lead, getting deep into this fourth quarter of action. Quarterback play action. Throws it to a wide receiver, and it's going to be incompleted pass to number 17 as he was triple covered. SED was ready for that play. As you can see, the safety was over the top, the linebacker was underneath, and the corner was to the outside. So that play, they looked like they studied it, and they were all over it. So this is 4th down. SED trying to protect their lead, their 2-point lead, with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the game. Excuse me, this is 3rd down. I apologize, 3rd down. Quarterback's in shotgun, sends a play in motion, fake, play action, throws to the corner. And it's picked, oh, it was almost picked off. In and out of the hands of the would-be defender of SED, incomplete. He had an interception, an early Christmas gift, coming back the other way. Now it is 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. Ball is spotted way back at the 27-yard line, and we're going to have a timeout RDU as their season hinges on this one last play right here. It comes to this 4th and about 20 play to get a first. They don't have to get a touchdown here. Like I said, they can get a first down close to around the 5-yard line. But they have a big feat ahead of them right now. SED coming in here, shocking the world. SED. Quarterback back to pass, throws across the middle, and incomplete. And that will do it. Turn over on downs. SED's ball with 2 minutes and 25 seconds in the game. Hand out to the right-hand side. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of room there. minute, 16 seconds left in this contest as SED just trying to really use clock. And this could be their 4th down opportunity here. And they're feeling if they can just get this last little bit of clock, it won't leave RDU too much time to have the ball. "36 seconds. And timeout, SED. "34 seconds left in this contest. 22-20 is your score. And they'll throw it incomplete. And so RDU will get the ball back with 30 seconds left in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Ball will be spotted around the, let's see, I want to say the 37-yard, nope, I want to say the 27-yard line. Let's see exactly the official spot. So they'll have a couple of shots at this end zone. Quarterback backs pass. He'll roll to the right. He'll throw it in a crowd. An ill-advised pass as he threw it into a crowd of defenders. They were all over that play. Throws a slant across the middle, incomplete, threw it behind the wide receiver. Incomplete play. That brings up 3rd and 10 for RDU. These two last shots at this particular end zone for this team is, 2023 spring and fall practice all kind of comes down to these particular plays now. To see if they can extend their season for a national championship run. Rushes on. Quarterback rolls out. He'll throw it across the middle. And no flags on the play. Oh, nope. Yeah, we do have a flag. Pass interference. Defense. So it will be 1st and 10 for RDU. They'll march off 15 yards. NCAA flags, rules. So the ball now will be spotted inside of the 20-yard line. 17 seconds left in this game. That pass interference gives them a new life. SCD Wolverine fans at the edge of their seats, and so are the RDU fans, knowing these 17 seconds. Hold on, and there's something going down here. Okay, ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. They can get a first at the 10, but with 17 seconds, I'm sure they're not worried about first downs right now. SCD is in a deep cover 3 right now. 3 players deep protecting the end zone. Throws it to the sideline, cuts across the middle, and maybe not such a great play there because they're going to have a lot of time come off this clock now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. It gets it off right at the last second, incomplete on the play. Was able to get the ball off, but that does it. SCD Wolverines move on to the next round. RDU get knocked off day 1 against SCD Wolverines. Man, what an exciting day of football. It's been going on all day. Certain teams, and of course, I just heard Icy Boys just took an L. So Icy Boys just took an L not too long ago. Now we get ready. Rare City, 10U against Air. It's going down. Get it locked, get situated. We ain't going nowhere. Then we're going to bring you OG Ducks are coming up here, man. It's going to be a movie the entire night, man. Y'all keep it locked. We got football going on all day, all night at Wellington, YNC.